Good morning, everyone. It's my privilege to welcome you to what promises to be a watershed in the timeline of legal educational institutions in India, simply for reasons that you would find out, hopefully, by the end of this debate. We are at the onset of the socio-legal debates, a series that is initiated by somethingaboutthelaw.com, organized jointly by Nalsa University of Law, and receiving steady support from LexisNexis, Butterworth, Vadra and Company. The debates are aimed at generating discourse and interaction on social-legal issues, of contemporary significance among students, scholars, members of the academia, and practitioners. The first in this series will be focusing on the topic, the role of the Supreme Court in Indian governance. Inspired by the US law school model of debate come discussion amongst members of the academia and practitioners alike, we've sought to conceptualize a platform where a similar situation would be possible in India. For our first debate, we have three participants, each of whom have made significant contributions and continue to excel in their field of work. We have Mr. Raju Ramachandran, former Additional Solicitor General of India and Senior Advocate, Supreme Court. Mr. Raju Ramachandran is a graduate of St. Stephen's, Delhi, and he also holds a degree from the University of Delhi Law Faculty. He was designated as a senior advocate at the age of 42. Interestingly, in the context of this debate, Mr. Raju Ramachandran was counsel for the Justice Savant Committee under the Judges Inquiry Act 1968, which inquired into the charges against Justice V. Ramaswamy. He has co-authored and edited many books, many notable books and essays such as Constitutionalism, Human Rights and Rule of Law, essays in honor of Soli Sorabji, and the book Supreme but Not Infallible, essays in honor of the Supreme Court of India, Supreme Court Practice and Procedure, and he is also the author of Changing Profession, Changing Ethics. The second participant here is Mr. Sudhir Krishnaswamy. He is presently a professor of law at NUJS, Kolkata. Mr. Krishnaswamy graduated from NLSIU Bangalore in 1998. He went on to complete the BCL and his PhD at the University of Oxford on a Rhodes Scholarship. His work, Democracy and Constitutionalism in India, a study of the basic structure doctrine, the book and its contents are expected to play a critical role in developments that are going to shape this debate today. The third participant we have today is Mr. Shyam Diwan, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India. He needs no introduction to the fraternity at NALSA. He's been here many times before. And his contribution to the sphere of public law is far-reaching and significant. To law students, perhaps he is best known for his seminal treatise on environmental law with Armin Rosenkrantz, Environmental Law and Policy in India. Because he's been involved in numerous significant cases, the NAS Foundation and the anti-tax case with the state of Madhya Pradesh involved. He's an expert in constitutional affairs and an efficient corporate law litigator. And Mr. Diwan's views on judicial activism would set the tone for today's discourse. So with that introduction of the participants of the first debate in this series, I'll leave the floor to the moderators. But just before that, I'll tell you the rules of the debate and the format we will be following today. We will have the participants, the speakers, one of them who would be introducing the debate. The theme for today, of course, is the role of the Supreme Court in India, in Indian governance. So we would have the participants spending 3 to 5 minutes on a broad discussion of the theme as to what exactly is their opinion of the role of the Supreme Court today in Indian governance. Subsequent to which they will be putting the proposition in front of them. There have been propositions sent out to the debate participants as well as members here present today. And the proposition is interjected with certain questions that may be addressed broadly by the participants of the debate. After one participant has completed his speech, the floor will be open to the candidates, to the speakers inter se. So the other participants or the other speakers would have the opportunity to question the participant on his views or his arguments on the certain proposition. There are two propositions, the first of which will be, that will be explained to you by the moderators, and we will have a post-lunch session starting at around 2:30 to discuss the second proposition. After the discussion is over between the participants inter se, we will have the second speaker coming up and so on. The format will continue till the third speaker has spoken and has been questioned on his arguments or propositions by the other participants or speakers. subsequent to which we will have the floor being thrown open to the audience. Now we have distributed A4 sheets to you. There are